Me and my broken heart. I need a little loving tonight, homie, so I'm not falling apart. A little, but I'm hoping it might kickstart me and my broken heart.
Hey guys, it's Totally Riley here, and right now I'm at Philly Sound Studios, and here is Drew, and right now we're in the control room. And what is this? What is all this stuff?
This is a bunch of knobs, buttons, dials, faders, the big round red ball, keyboards, and meters. What it really is this is kind of the command central for the recording studio. So in the big room, which we'll go into in a couple minutes, we can have a live band playing, and all the microphones and all the instruments come into this big mixing board, and we can make the instruments sound good, better, awesome. We can make them bigger sounding, smaller sounding. We can adjust volume levels. So we take a live band and we turn it into the music that you get to hear on the radio through your ear holes.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's what we do here.
What's the best part of being in the music industry?
The food is fantastic. But that's probably not what you're really asking. For me, as a record producer, the best part of being in the music business is making the music. I'm a musician, but I really like working with other musicians and helping them put together songs. We can take ideas that people have, and my job is to take those ideas and turn it into a musical thought, a song, a 4 minute long, spectacular piece of music that everybody gets to hear on the radio. So the answer would be, I love working with musicians, I love creating songs, and I'd much rather do this than have a real job.
What are some of the bands that you've worked with that I know?
That's a good question. I've worked with a lot of bands you don't know because you're only this big. But bands that you hear on the radio, Fall Out Boy has been here, Rixton has been here, Capital Cities has been here, Chris Allen, who's a spectacular vocalist, was here, Philip Phillips, All Time Low, We the Kings, Steve Aoki, who's one of the biggest DJs in the world. Just a band after band after band after band. Whatever kind of music you're into, I'm sure a band in that genre has been here.
What kind of music do you actually work and you want to work with?
I like to work with all kinds of music. I really enjoy working radio style music like pop and vocal music and rock music. But if it's got guitars and bass and drums and singing, I'm probably going to like it. I'm going to probably like it a whole lot. But I also work with some stranger music or music that you might not be interested in. But my focus right now at this point in my career is on music for everybody. I want the stuff that we record here to be heard all the way around the world. How do you feel about that?
Well, that's awesome.
Met this girl late last.
What's all this stuff?
You sure do ask a lot of questions, but that's okay. This stuff is what we call backline. This is what we use to record with. This is big guitar amplifiers and bass amplifiers, snare drums over there, speaker cabinets over here, and this is it's our library of sounds. So with some kinds of music, we want to use certain kinds of amplifiers, and it's important to us that we have the tools here. So this is a collection of sounds. It's kind of like different colors that we can paint with. Certain kinds of rock music, you want certain amplifiers, and pop music, you want certain amplifiers, and we can't expect our clients to own everything, so we'll own everything. And then they can use it whenever they come in here.
Recording studios don't have a stage. Why does Philly Sound Studios have a stage?
Well, when we designed the place, because it is such a big space, we decided that we could build a stage and put in a monster PA system, and then we could actually have live concerts that we could record. And we've done quite a few of those concerts. And in addition to doing the concerts, we also do what are called radio promotion events. So a big name artist will come to Philadelphia, and they'll come to Philly Sound Studios, they'll get up on the stage, and they'll perform 4 or 5 songs for their own private audience, their own fan base. So we do an awful lot of those. And many bands play through to do the radio promo thing because we're very close to all the large concert venues in town. So they can come by here for a couple hours, put on a live concert for 50 or 100 of their favorite fans, and everybody has a great experience. So Riley, let me ask you a question. Now that you know all the bands that have already recorded here, what bands would you like to see perform in our recording studio on this stage?
Well, you know that I would probably always would like the Vamps to play here because they're my favorite band. But I would like for other bands to play here, like 5 Seconds of Summer and Ed Sheeran. That would be awesome.
Well, let's see if we can make that happen, okay? High-fiving. Bam.